Today on the Creekside Pod, we are talking about the top 5 things that you should know before getting into cigars. And today I'm joined by Connor Pilcher and Josh
Reiner.
That
a boy.
Not Rainier.
Hey.
Not Rainier.
You're good. You're good. You're
Spelled
good.
the same though, isn't it?
No, I got slapped last time for saying it wrong.
It's all good. I wasn't going to correct you mid-podcast, but you're good. But I don't know. Is it spelled the same way? I don't know.
No, I don't think it is actually.
I've never heard it said is the problem. I read it all the time.
Yeah.
Your name.
Yeah.
But I've never heard somebody say it.
Think of
Reiner.
like Rob Reiner.
Reiner.
Actually, although that might be a
I'm
little
just
too
going to
soon.
think of like Orange. Too soon. Orange Rhine, Josh Reiner.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect.
We're smoking blind today, and we're having a little town hall on all of the things that beginners in the cigar world should know before getting into cigars, and helpful tips, the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
And I'll kick us off by saying, right off the rip, this cigar is very good.
You enjoying it?
I am enjoying it.
CP picked that one for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah,
did.
I did.
There is a telltale on this one. I don't want to make a claim too early
Okay.
because of what happened to me last week,
Okay.
but I've got some ideas of what this could be.
No, call it. I think you should call it.
Right
You
out of the
think I
rip.
should call it?
Yeah.
I'm
Because
gonna-
if you're right, that's G.
I'm going to call this. There's 2 things it could be.
Okay.
Option A,
Yeah.
and what I'm going to go with,
Okay.
is the Dunbarton Sombre Mesa Brulee,
Okay. Why?
the sweet tip.
You feel like it's sugar capped or sweet
100%.
capped?
This is a sweet tip cigar. So the only other option is the Nat Sherman Metropolitan Host,
Yeah.
which is also a sweet tip.
Dang. Okay.
These are my thoughts. Off light, aside from the sweet tip, which I don't necessarily enjoy, it's good. It's creamy. It's got a little bit of strength, which is also making me think it's Dunbarton Brulee, Sombre Mesa Brulee. And if it is, this is my second time smoking it, and the first time ended poorly. But we'll get into it and see what's going on. So far, so good. Don't love the sweet tip. There is a sweet tip on this.
Like,
Go ahead, Connor.
You think 100%?
It's got to be.
Yeah. Tobacco doesn't taste like that.
All right.
Anyway, over to you, CP.
BG picked Josh and I's blinds today. And he came over and he was like,
I'm the only one who knows.
he was like, he held up 2 and he was like, you can pick. And one of them was a lot lighter, which is what I picked.
Stuck me with the dark one.
Yeah. And it's fine. I'm just getting into it, obviously, so I don't want to say anything too concrete. But it kind of just doesn't really taste like anything. It's very, very mild. And it just kind of doesn't taste like much. Like at all. It kind of just feels like I'm puffing on air, which is really bizarre. But I would say either Habano or Corojo. But yeah, we'll see.
We'll let it warm up.
How about you, big boy?
Man, dude, this. I know. I feel like I'm somewhat known as like BG around here of liking everything, but this might be the first time that I'm like I'm not digging it. I mean, the first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. I mean, I almost smoked Connor out. It's a lot of smoke.
It is a lot of smoke.
I mean, the wrapper is a little veiny. It's very, it's not really oily. It's kind of that matte look to it, but I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know if it's like at first, when I first couple puffs, it was kind of like sweet a little bit. But as I've started to go back to it and revisit it, it's left like this taste on my tongue, which I can't describe it right now. It's and I don't know if it's enjoyable. So I don't know. I'm not really one around here to bash on cigars. I always try to like to smoke a little bit of everything, just so I can refer people to it.
Oh, don't I know it?
Oh yeah, you do. And yeah, this one, I don't know. I no guesses right now. Again, I'm going to wait a little bit longer, but yeah, I don't know if I'm digging this, and hopefully I'm not hurting anybody's feelings by saying that, but
Just send it, Jay.
Yeah, you can't be.
Just send it.
full send.
Full
I don't know.
send.
I just hope this is not a
how we
Creekside
try.
custom.
It might be.
Oh, don't say that.
No, I think you're safe.
Okay, good.
But it might be.
Oh,
Bro, don't stop. Don't hold back.
If it is,
There's no room for lies or softness
if
here.
it is, I mean, but this is also my first cigar of the day.
Yep.
I don't really start out this heavy. So
backtracking.
thank you, Connor.
Don't
for,
make excuses, bro. It's
right.
okay.
You know what?
It's okay.
So far, off to a poor start. We'll see what happens.
Okay, yeah, let's see. It might turn around. You never know.
All
It
right.
can't be much worse than bashing a cigar that Dave put his pride and joy into
Well, bro, that's why.
the whole podcast.
Listen,
Yeah, the entire time.
if this is a Creekside custom, I will leave right now and walk home.
It's not, bro. There's no shot.
Okay, good, because it
There's
doesn't
no
look
way.
like one.
Yeah, there's no way.
Good.
All right, so beginner cigar smokers.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one.
I would argue. Actually, I'm curious your guys' opinion on this. Of what percent of people that walk in the doors of Creekside are new to cigars? Let's say they've only been smoking cigars for under 3 months. How many people come in percentage based that are like that?
We don't see a whole lot of that, as in like, hey, I've only been smoking cigars for a couple months. I want to get into it. Help me. It's more of like, hey, I've smoked maybe 2 or 3 cigars in my life
Yeah.
over the course of 15 years, and this is something that I want to get into. Can you help? I don't know much. I'm a novice. Can you just help explain? That's more of what we see, and I would say that is like upwards of 50%.
Yeah.
I would agree with that for sure.
So that type of person we can say kind of falls in what we're talking about today, which is like, what are the things to be aware of or to know before diving into cigars? Like, I think we all have a different cigar story of how we got into cigars, which I want to talk about each person's for like how, like what started the hobby for you. I know for me, I would watch my dad smoke cigars on occasion, like when we go to the beach. Or like just growing up in South Florida, cigars are like more common on like every corner. There's like some type of cigar lounge or little roller or something. And whether it's my dad or like my great uncles, they would like smoke cigars in different occasions. And it was always like kind of cool to me. Like, oh yeah, I can't wait till I'm 18. I get to go like rip a cigar. And so when I turned 18, the first cigar I smoked was an Evo Classic. And it was, I don't even know what I thought of it. I think I wanted to like it at all odds. So it probably sucked to me at the time.
Yeah.
But I was like, cool, we'll do it again. Then I got into Rocky Patel and Decades and the 1990. Like those are the cigars I always smoked.
Yeah.
And then I would just like anything I do, just research the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Watch YouTube videos, read blogs, interviews with brand owners. And then somehow stumbled across La Colmena, smoked La Colmena, and was like,
Blew your mind.
this was like 3 years into smoking cigars, of like only smoking Monte Cristo, Rocky Patel, things of that nature. And I smoked a La Colmena for the first time in 2016. And I was like, this is not what the cigars I smoke taste like. I'm in. And then small batch took me down the rabbit hole. And I've been here ever since.
I'd say you're pretty in it now.
I'd say I'm pretty in it.
Yeah.
There's no going back.
Yeah. I would argue that too. That's really cool. It's cool, like, when you have that, like, because, Decades and Monty Whites. And
I do
stuff
not like
that.
this cigar.
Dang, really?
Like, I don't even want to keep smoking it.
Dang, really?
That's how I kind of feel.
It's like dirty, and it's like kind of heavy. Little bready, little toasty, but like not super clean. And then with the sweet on my lips, it's like I don't like the
whole mix.
The mix.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna keep going a little bit further. Go ahead.
Give it a
CP. Sorry, I cut you
fair
off.
shake.
Yeah.
Now you're good.
Yeah, like those cigars are fine, but I remember the first time also where I had that like mind-bending experience of like, there's no way tobacco can taste like this.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that this is a cigar that I'm smoking. And that is like one of the best experiences ever to have first getting into cigars.
What cigar was it?
For me, this is going to sound nuts, but it was the Espinosa Crema Robusto.
Oh.
Like, I just remember thinking it tasted so, at the time, to me, it tasted like bread with a slab of butter on it. And I remember thinking like, I remember distinctly being able to like taste and feel the butter on the bread. And
It's not a bad steak, though.
No, it's not
still
bad at
not.
all.
Yeah,
No,
still
it's not bad at all. But, and it just blew me away for whatever reason at that time. And I was with my buddy. We were around a bonfire, and I lit it up, and it just shocked me from how good it was.
But that wasn't your first ever cigar. That was your first
Mind-bending
light bulb.
cigar. Yeah, exactly.
What was you remember your first cigar?
Yeah, it was my first cigar that I ever smoked was a Onyx. So I think
Oh yeah.
I think Drew Estate makes those.
Oh, do they?
Maybe.
I can see the brand.
Yeah. And it was after I graduated high school, for my graduation, my buddy stopped at UDF on the way.
They were selling Onyxes at UDF.
And that acrylic little thing they have on
That's like a boutique brand, isn't it? Or no?
I don't know.
Oh.
For a gas station stick, I don't
know.
Hold on. You keep going. I'm going to look it up.
But he brought it over, and it was super dark. And it was my first cigar ever. And it was, I think, a lot like you. Like, I wanted to like it, and I wanted to think that it was cool. So I just fought really hard through this like really strong, bitter tasting thing that made me feel dizzy. I just like kind of fought through that. But about a year after that,
Manufactured by Altadis. So that makes more sense. It's a large brand.
that makes sense.
So that's why it would be at a gas station with Monte Cristos and all the other stuff.
It was
'cause it's same,
with
same
Macanudo.
parent. Yeah,
Yeah.
same parent company.
And that's not when I was trying to get into cigars. That was just, I thought cigars would be cool to get into, but it wasn't really in the forefront of my mind. But the first time I ever walked in to a cigar store, bought a cigar with the intention of smoking it, was a Perdomo Champagne Toro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
And I loved it.
I used to smoke those all the time when I was first getting into cigars, probably 2012 to 2015. Perdomo Champagnes were in the mix with Monte Cristo Whites. The tube ones taste like a cappuccino.
Yeah.
And Rockies.
Yeah. Yeah, that was...
Dude, that's so chill. And they're also old. Like, have you ever noticed the orange cello on those? Like,
Yeah, they're hyper aged.
dude, they're like, I think they aged them for 15 years post roll before they ship them over.
Yeah. Each year in a different cedar room.
That's why it's called the 10.
Yeah.
It's aged for a minimum of 10 years.
But probably 15. Yeah. Yeah, but the reason that I think I always wanted to get into cigars was a lot, I think like most people, everybody I think has that cigar guy in their family, whether that's an uncle or a grandfather or a dad or whatever. Like, and mine is my Uncle Al. He's my great uncle. And a lot of my family lives up in Massachusetts on the East Coast. It's a town called Gloucester, Massachusetts. And my grandma had passed away in 2016, and we flew up to Gloucester for her funeral. And my uncle, we like rented this massive beach house as a family. It was like a 17-room beach house, and we all just stayed in it, like my whole extended family, for my grandma's funeral. And after the funeral, my uncle was on the front porch smoking a cigar, and I sat with him, and we talked about my grandma, and we talked about life and just everything. And at the time I was like 15, and I asked him, I was like, why do you smoke cigars? Like, why do you do this?
Yeah.
And he had a beer bottle cap on the ground because he was in like a lawn chair, and he ashed it in the beer bottle cap and just like kept the burn line in the cap, which I didn't know why he did that at the time, but I do now, just to like keep it lit. And he was like, let me tell you something, son. He was like, I don't do this for nicotine. I don't do this to feel anything. He was like, cigars force you to sit down and slow down in a world that wants to keep you consumed. He's like, and the best part of smoking, yeah, dude. And the best part of smoking cigars is the people that you meet and the community that's built around them. And I swear to God, he said that. And my 15-year-old brain was just like, whoa, I couldn't fathom the wisdom that this elder had bestowed upon me. And I just remember thinking that was really cool. I thought that was awesome. And I got into cigars like two years after that. And I just went down the rabbit hole. And now I would say the reason that I smoke cigars, besides it being my livelihood, is the people that I smoke cigars with. And if I didn't work at Creekside, I would still smoke cigars because it's the people around me. Yeah. The community of it.
That's some good wisdom.
That is.
Yeah, I'll drop that bomb.
Your uncle, yeah, man.
I would have to agree. I think, I mean, that's one of my favorite parts about smoking cigars. I'm also a guy who loves to smoke a cigar alone from time to time.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think is interesting. Like, I love being with people and we're all smoking cigars and hanging out and you kind of forget about the cigar, but it's created the moment.
Yep.
That's probably top tier. Then I love a back porch, 10 p.m., just me.
Yep.
And my thoughts, and a cigar is like therapy to me.
For sure.
And it's few and far. I might do that a handful of times a year.
Yeah, yeah.
But I enjoy that. I love what cigars force you to do, slow down. I think that's great. What about you, Josh?
Oh man,
JR.
So I don't, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't even, I feel like I've mentioned this in podcasts before, but I think when I first started smoking cigars, I was around like that 17, 18, year mark, I guess you could say. And, I had a lot of friends that would have, beach houses and we would go down to Clearwater, Florida, and we would, smoke cigars and, by the pool, walk on the beach, things like that. And I kind of did it during that age because it looked cool in a picture, or it felt good when you're on the golf course and you're, smoking a cigar, things like that. But it was one of those things where, I did it back then because it looked cool in pictures and it just felt cool,
Dude, it is.
Yeah,
it is cool.
It is cool. But at the time, that's why I only did it.
Smoke cigars.
Exactly. And it was always cool because, older people would come up to us on the beach and like, is that a cigar in your hand? We're like, yeah. Like, and we always smoked them, all the time. But I did it just such as like a young, like newbie that I was just like, okay, puffing smoke. And that was it. That's all I thought about. I didn't really care about what we bought. As long as we lit it up and it smoked, that was it. But I think one of my first cigars and was definitely like one of the Romeo and Julieta, like
the red label.
Yeah. Like we were just ripping those. But then Connor's going to bully me for this because he still does. But Camacho. So one of my very first.
You're a big Camacho guy.
Yeah. So, well, not anymore because I've gotten bullied out of that brand. But there was the first. It was the first. I remember walking into a cigar lounge around here. I'm not going to name any names, and I remember they were selling boxes. They were selling little boxes for like $5-10, and I walked over to the counter.
What do you mean boxes of cigars?
No, empty boxes. Sorry, empty boxes.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I walked over there, and I was looking for something that screamed cigars to put all my cigar stuff in, right? Cutters, lighters, all that stuff. So I walked over there and I grabbed it. And the first box I grabbed was that the Camacho, the yellow and black box. It was such a cool box to me. And so I grabbed it and I bought it. And I think that, to smoking the cigar and also having the box where I put all my like first beginner cigar stuff in, I think that was like my first big time, like, okay, like, I like cigars, I enjoyed that. Just even the branding, like the bright colors and the little scorpion, like I think that just caught my eye.
Yeah.
But now working here, and getting bullied by Connor and some of the other guys for that's what I used to smoke, especially when we used to carry it in here. I remember the first time I came rolling up. And
First time I ever met Josh.
First time Connor ever.
He came walking with his Camacho box?
No. No,
Josh has like a man purse. It's just a Camacho box with a handle.
around my,
Like a month into
New
us being
Creekside
open.
drop.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Connor. Go
No,
ahead.
it was just like a month into us being open.
Yeah, it was a
And
month
you
for us being
rolled up
open,
in.
roll up in, and I was like, "Hey, you guys got any Camacho?" and I know Connor wanted to just bully my stuff right then and there, but he's like,
we did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did." So I bought that one, and I think ever since that he judged me for that one, but yeah. So like I think that was kind of one of my first cigars that really I held on to for a long time, but now like, and I never really came from anybody in my family that smoked cigars.
Yep.
Like grandparents didn't, parents didn't. I was the middle child, so I'm always, experimenting and getting in trouble, things like that. So like I think one of those things I got into was cigars. But it was funny. One of the first times that my dad ever found out that I had smoked cigars is I was over at my friend's house, and the dads were all sitting around smoking cigars. We were on a bonfire. Obviously, cigars get, they got passed around, and, some got lit up, and we smoked some. And I remember walking home, and I go in, and my dad's sitting at the kitchen table, and he's like, Jay, where were you at? I was like, I was around a bonfire, around, with some friends, and I walked upstairs, just shot upstairs, and he comes up, and he's like, Jay, he's like, that's not campfire smoke. and I was like, oh my gosh. So that was like one of the first times that I kind of like,
That's like that devil's lettuce.
yeah, yep. And so he kind of corrected me on that, but that was kind of like the first time that he really found out that I was like smoking cigars. And I think, as I've worked in the professional world and I've had bosses and managers and now friends and things like that, and even my brother, people that I know that are really close to me now that smoke, I've kind of adopted that as a hobby. And then working here and meeting and working with people like CP and you and Noah, and they've kind of really helped me grow my palate and really just adopt it as a hobby. And now look, it's crazy. So yeah, I don't know, maybe that's too much to say, but that's kind of how I got into it. And I'm just blessed to be able to work here and grow that knowledge and grow my palate and meet amazing people. I always say like, this was the perfect place to have Creekside because it brought everybody out of the woodworks that love this hobby and that smoke it.
Yes.
And then even to introduce new people to it, like those ones that come into the humidor and say, hey, I smoke 3 or 4 cigars a year.
Yeah.
What should I smoke, right? And hopefully, obviously we want you to come back and enjoy that experience, but we're hoping that you grow just like we did.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Experience and grow your palate and your knowledge, because it's, as we all know, it's a never-ending world,
and it can be intimidating.
So
absolutely.
I'm
like, as we think about like what are like 5 things that you can prep somebody for who's about to really get into it, like beyond just the casual smoker, but they're like, I want to get into cigars.
Yeah.
Like, what's something you would warn them of or encourage them in, or be like, here's what you should do first?
Outside of just don't inhale.
Well, that's a good one.
Okay.
I like that one, Josh.
I don't know how basic we were going to get, but
rule number 1,
let's just throw that out there.
do not inhale.
Yeah.
You'll learn and you'll know if you do.
For sure.
There's some people that come in here, they're used to ripping darts. They'll come in here and they're like, no, I'm just a cigarette smoker, but my friends are up here and I'm looking to smoke something. What's something that's like
I can
similar?
inhale.
And I'm like, you know what? Nothing is going to be similar because you can't inhale it.
Yeah.
But, and then they look at me
You
and
can,
but yeah, you'll be hurt. But yeah, you can, but you'll definitely be hurting when it comes to inhaling. So I would just say, let's just get that right out there on the table.
I like that.
Do not inhale.
Yeah. There are a lot of things. Let me pull up my notes. I only wrote
Also,
down
I want to do a quick check-in.
Oh.
How is it, Josh?
You know what, dude? I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's the first stick of the morning. I don't know if it's a darker, heavier smoke that I usually go for. Because me, I'm usually the Connecticut in the mornings with the coffee.
You are the
guy,
Connecticut king.
But
officially.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did we announce that?
Yeah, you won that.
I don't even think I figured that out.
Yeah.
That's cool. Awesome, man. Well, that's sweet.
We
I didn't
announced it
even know
on couple podcasts ago.
Okay, cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
And for your winnings, we gave you a Maduro.
Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I don't know. There's still some type of, I don't even want to say the funky word, but I'm going to do it. Some type of funkiness on the tip of my tongue I can't get rid of. It started out a little sweet. Then I started to get like a little bit of like bland, like leather and like maybe a tad bit of spice on the back of my tongue. But I don't know, dude. I'm curious to see what this is. No guesses yet. I'm still trying to think and walk through my mind in my humidor in my head that we have here. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm done with mine.
I know. I saw you throw yours away.
I'm standing up on business with this one.
Yo,
I'm out on that.
dang. Do you want to know what it was?
I think you guessed it. It's either the Metropolitan or the.
I kind of want to know what it is. I'm officially done. I didn't like it.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
That was the brulee.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the brulee.
That's the one that we talked about, the Connecticut podcast. Is that the one that made you sick?
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
geez.
maybe I just have an aversion to that cigar.
Yeah, maybe.
But also, it's been 9 years since eight or 9 years since I smoked. I smoked it like the week it came out.
Dang.
So whenever it came out, that's the year I smoked it.
Thing sent you to the ER. Oh
That
my
is
gosh.
100% sweet tipped.
Yeah.
Somebody come at me. Like it is.
They're gonna come at you.
That was in my top five,
The
too.
DT&T Warriors are coming for me,
Oh,
but it is.
dude.
That's sweet tipped.
They'll
On fact.
find you.
That's fine.
I caught
That's fine.
holy hellfire for claiming that was sweet tipped in like one of our first 3 podcasts we ever did.
Hey, these
You were on
hands
the
are
front
rated
line.
E, bro.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Everybody. Everybody.
Everybody out here sweet tipping their shit.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, yeah, it just wasn't for me.
Yeah. And that's cool. Fine.
It could be the past trauma. My
Yeah.
body knows what that is, and it's
Yeah.
like
Hell nah.
reject.
I don't know if
Still love Syncomp. Think
That
it's
cigar's so good.
an all-time great.
Yeah.
That one's not for me. How's yours?
It's
Has flavor ramped up at all?
not really. But it's
for
not
3.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Like it just doesn't, it's certainly not offensive or anything. It just doesn't really taste like a whole lot. But it's a cigar on the rating. It's a cigar. It's not bad though by any stretch. But there is some like cinnamon and some nutmeg. Like there is some baking spice. It's pretty woody. And it tastes like that sweet tobacco flavor.
Yeah.
Like the raisiny flavor. There's a lot of
yeah,
that too.
Interesting.
But
Kind of surprised.
yeah, it's not.
I don't know how I feel. We'll see. Keep smoking.
Are you surprised about mine?
No.
Okay, good. Because
I mean, you're going to be surprised,
I feel like, actually,
but I'm the way you described it
yeah.
is exactly how I would describe that cigar. Like,
I hope, you know what, dude?
it's going to make sense when you know what it is.
Okay.
With how the words he used, you're
Is
going to
it
be like, oh,
leather,
yeah, fact,
spice,
funk.
Is it
okay.
Alec Bradley?
No.
All right, good. Because Connor always bullies me for that too. But I smoke a decent amount of Alec Bradley, and I enjoy
I
their
stay on those gatekeepers and kintsugi's.
Yeah, I enjoy them. And there's
Gatekeeper
there's
Coronas.
people up here that love them. But,
Yeah.
but I just was hoping that I wasn't going against what I enjoy. So my palate's not that.
Oh, dude, that happens on this podcast from time to time.
Quick pause.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of Alec Bradley, 2 housekeeping things. Then we're going to CP to talk about one of his rules or whatever we want to call them for beginners. First thing, April 11th, 2026, the Creekside 2-year anniversary, the toddler party, the bounce house party at the Creek. It's a Saturday. We're going to have Brad Rubin from Alec Bradley in the house.
Oh, cool.
He's going to have his personal stash cigars. We're working on a cigar with them right now to release there.
Cool.
We'll also have a very limited number that we'll probably release online ahead of the event of the Buena Campagna, Good Company, the Discord blend that we're working on. It's going to be an all-out blast. We have a lot of people coming to town. A lot of them are staying down at the Courtyard here in Mason. So if you're looking for a place to stay, I think there's at least 20 or 30 people from out of state already staying there for the party.
Yeah.
Come in Friday, hang with us all night. We're going to be open a little later each day. And then Saturday will be the big event. And then some people are going to come in Sunday. We'll have the coffee cart here and stuff.
I'm going to be here all weekend. I already told my wife.
Just lock it off.
Place that holder on the calendar.
I'm going to get the air mattress for the runner and I'm going to sleep back here.
I'll join you, dude. It'll be
maybe
nice.
we'll just not close.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
24
just
hours.
a 24-hour sprint.
First time in history.
That would be cool.
That could be good.
But anyway, April 11th, would love to see all of you there. So much of our online community is going to be here, which I can't wait for that. Like to see the Discord people in the flesh.
I feel like I know them already. I feel like we've been boys for a minute.
This is also a good time to shout out our Central Florida peeps, because tomorrow I go down to Tampa, Sarasota for our first ever Discord meetup for our Florida chapter. Shout out to Austin and all the guys down there that are going to be coming over. I think there's like 15 or 20 of them. We're going to be meeting at Corona in Sarasota, just hanging out for the night, smoking cigars, chopping it up. I got some gifts for the people.
Let's go.
But we're going to do more of those throughout the year. And then the last thing, and certainly not least, tell them about it, CP.
Valet Humidity, Creekside's premier humidification system.
Creekside's preferred.
Preferred.
Just to clear, we do not own Valet.
We use it in all of our online shipments. We use it every time somebody buys something at the counter. We throw one in your bag. Great humidity, and they look killer.
Yeah, just the best looking humidity thing on the market. They work awesome. The new kings of two-way humidity, Valet Humidity. Click the link in the description of this video to buy yours. It helps support the channel as well. They are a proud sponsor of the Creekside podcast. We're still riding strong. We will not take a cigar brand as a sponsor. Product is different. Accessory brand is different. We exclusively use Valet. So it's fitting. We wouldn't use them if we didn't love them. But anyway, thank you to Valet. And if you guys haven't tried them yet, go give them a shot. Let them know the Creek sent you. CP, talk to me.
Number 2, baby.
Gosh,
Number 2 at the 34-minute mark.
I just remember being so overwhelmed trying to get into cigars. I just remember being so confused. I remember literally walking into a cigar lounge around here and asking the guy behind the counter verbatim. I said, "What is a Toro? Like, what does that even mean?"
Great question.
And to us that do this, it's like that's such second nature. Like we don't even think about that anymore.
Yep.
Toro's 650. But to a beginner, they're like 6x50 Toro. What does that even mean?
Yeah. Length and width.
Yeah. So like,
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
appreciate that.
I had to put that in there.
I was just role playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did know what it mean. What it meant.
I know.
I appreciate the clarification though.
Just for the ones that did.
Oh,
Beginner
okay,
session.
Fair.
Yeah.
It is the length by width.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And gosh, I just remember being so confused. And my points that I put down today are going to be things that I wish somebody just streamlined for me.
Hit me.
And just sat down and was like, first thing, it's not regarding sizes, funny enough, even though that's what I just brought up. A Maduro is not a leaf. It is not a leaf varietal.
Ooh.
I was so confused on that for years. Like the first 3 years of my cigar smoking journey.
Like thinking people were planting and growing Maduro leaves and they just naturally went to brown immediately. And
like that every dark cigar in a humidor was a Maduro. Like it is a Maduro, obviously. But what I'm saying
Maduro
is
classification.
Yes. Like I thought every dark cigar had the same exact wrapper leaf on it.
Oh, I see.
Like, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought they were like.
There wasn't Habano Oscuro, San Andreas, Connecticut Broadleaf.
It was just Maduro.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what I
great clarification. Great
always thought. And to my beginners out there, or even if you're not I certainly wasn't a beginner when I found out this piece of information.
Yeah.
Like a Maduro is not a leaf varietal. It is a fermenting process. That's what it is. Technically,
Let's go there.
and I don't want to say any because I'm not a owner of a cigar brand or a blender or anything like that. I don't know if every leaf varietal can become a Maduro, but I think technically you can ferment any leaf to the Maduro level. So I think if I could give one piece of advice to beginners, it would be learn the difference between Maduro and natural.
Yep.
Every cigar that's ever made falls into one of those two categories, Maduro or natural, or Oscuro. But Oscuro is just a darker Maduro.
Yeah. Where do you put Connecticut's in that?
Natural. So naturals, another key point is cigars are generally categorized by the leaf that they're wrapped in. So you hear people talk about Connecticut's, Habanos, Maduros, Criollos, stuff like that. We're referring to the wrapper leaf of the cigar. So naturals would be like your Corojos, your Connecticut's, your Habanos, your Criollos, your Sumatras. Those are naturals. San Andreas can be a natural.
Claro.
Claro or natural, that's another key point. That means the same thing.
God, I'm getting confused.
This is turning more into just beginners.
Yeah.
Anyway, Maduro and natural. Two classifications.
It's kind of like, and this is something I feel like is not common knowledge. I happen to know this because of how long I've worked in coffee and now with roasting coffee. It's like espresso. Espresso is not a type of bean.
Dude, I thought that for so long.
It's not an origin. It's not it. All it is that you're roasting it in a specific way to be conducive to be brewed as espresso. You're developing the bean a little longer. You're doing certain things throughout the roast to highlight and understand that like it's going to be pulled under pressure in a super concentrated amount, which you're going to roast differently than something that's going in a drip brewer or pour over. But for the longest time, I thought that was a type of bean till I was working at a roastery in South Florida. Shout out Wells Coffee. They're like, all right, this is the espresso we got to roast today. I'm like, oh, cool. Where do you get these beans? He's like, it's the same beans as these. We're just roasting it for espresso. And I'm like, didn't know that. There's also no X in espresso.
Oh, I butchered that.
Espresso.
Espresso.
Anyway, coffee ran over.
Yeah.
But it's very similar where it's like Maduro is the process of fermenting specific tobacco to the point of that color, which also creates a lot more sweetness.
Yep.
It softens it. But I would say something I'm going to add to the beginner thing is darker cigars doesn't mean stronger and spicier cigars.
Yes.
I was about to say.
I could find Habanos that are face rippers and Maduros that are chocolate bars.
Yes, exactly.
I could find Connecticut's that are unbalanced face rippers.
Pretty strong.
Yeah.
And I can find
Sweet
Maduros
tipped.
that are like medium.
I'm diving into this pool.
Yeah. Hey, you're all in at this point. Yeah.
I would also say from like a beginner's perspective, not to take away from Connor's like number two, but I would
no.
say,
Please do.
I would say for like beginners, I would recommend going for more of a mild, smaller Vitola smoke, right? So maybe more like a natural or Connecticut like Corona or Petite Corona, something like that's not going to punch you in the stomach, right? You don't want to come in here and say like, oh, I smoke 2 cigars a year, and then go in there and reach for something
652.
super dark. Yeah, something super dark and a bigger Vitola, because especially, and obviously don't do it on an empty stomach either. But, I just think if you're a beginner and you want to start somewhere, ask for something that is more like mild, smaller, in Vitola. That way you're not getting killed right out the bat and get sick.
I would add to that too. I think the benefit of that is 2 things. One, a smaller format cigar, it's less fatigue. Like you're not smoking it for an hour and a half.
For sure.
And it's more flavorful. Like you could argue it could be the stronger version of that blend
For
in
sure.
a Corona.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be a shorter amount of time you're smoking it. And I would bet you have a better chance of liking cigars if you start in a Corona and you taste all the flavor that comes with cigars. It's a little more exciting. I also don't think that it has to be a light wrapped cigar
That
for
was going to be my other thing.
beginner cigars.
Yeah.
Really? You don't think it should be a?
I don't think it has to be. Like we just put up a new, I think it'll be up now. Go check. I just put up a new beginner sampler on the website, and it's got Sereno Wayfarer,
Yeah.
a medium to darker Corojo
Yeah.
that looks not like a beginner cigar. Mil Diaz, a Habano that could be seen as spicy. It's definitely not a Connecticut, but it has like nuance. It's creamy. It's easy to smoke.
Yeah.
There's still flavor. And then I put some like hitter Connecticut's that actually have flavor to them, like your RP, your Rodriguez Reserva Privadas, and things like that. We talked about this early when we were shooting content. When you put together the first beginner sampler, that was like there was no Connecticut's in it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We had a Maduro in it.
We straight up, we had Le Carême in there.
Carême was in it.
Because
darkest cigar, and visually, now it's probably not, but it was like the darkest looking cigar in Crown Head's lineup.
And it's like medium body at most.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just a cherry chocolate bomb. Like 100%. Yeah, that's what else I was going to say. Did you have anything else? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Keep going.
That was...
You're the man with the list. You keep talking. We'll just keep being additive.
I wrote down, to just piggyback off that, I said, find what you like, not what people tell you that you should like. So...
Facts.
Or tell you shouldn't like.
Yes.
Which admittedly we do a lot of.
For sure.
Because we're talking about what we like and don't like.
Exactly.
For sure.
But if there's something that tastes good to you, like I would have hated if I walked into the cigar lounges I was going to back in South Florida to go get my Monte Cristo Tubo, that I loved it.
Yeah.
It would be distasteful to me as a customer to walk in and the guy be like, really? You smoke that?
Right.
There's a difference between that and saying, oh man, yeah, that I used to smoke, like I like that cigar. It's like $17. You should try this one next. Whenever you want to try something new.
Yeah.
I recommend trying the Principal Accomplice for $8. Also a DR made Connecticut that is now, in my opinion, even better than the Monty White.
Significantly, yeah.
There's a way to handle it to not make people feel bad for liking what they like.
For sure.
It's what they like. Just like I like and don't like what I don't like. Like
exactly.
You can't convince me to like something.
Exactly.
Another thing too along that line is, since you mentioned $8, is I would also say, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, is not all the time is a expensive cigar better
Oh God,
than a $8, $10 stick.
God,
you know,
no.
a lot of people think that
God you said that.
they smoke cigars and they got to go for those heavy hitter
30, 40,
20, 30, 40 plus.
God.
But you could find your favorite cigar ever
for under $10.
Rojas Blue Bonnet. Pan Caliente.
Oh my gosh.
Sereno Wayfarer.
Sereno Wayfarer. Principal Accomplice.
Taino.
I mean, there's a list of great cigars in the $10 price.
You don't have to break your bank.
Literally.
Cloud Hopper.
Yeah. There's so many amazing
Futuro.
cigars out there. So don't, if you're getting into cigars, again, don't feel like you should be judged or, should go in there and be coming out of the humidor with over $100, stick or whatever.
Yeah.
Again, there's so many times where people come in here and they smoke cigars, and I'm not going to name any brands, but the higher end brands, and they're like, man, this should be half of what they charge.
Oh, for sure.
This brand is overhyped or things like that. So again, cigars, it can be a expensive hobby, just like any other hobby, what you make into it, but don't feel like you have to buy a expensive stick to get a great experience.
Thank God Josh said that. Thank God.
Thank you, dude.
What else you got on the old list?
Yeah, go ahead and rip some. I might have a list too.
When I say that about smoking what you like and not what other people tell you should like, we've kind of fallen into this, whether we like it or not, we have some level of influence on what people are buying
for sure
and smoking, and I want to put it out there that like my opinion, Dave's opinion, Noah's opinion, Josh's opinion, BG, like our opinion is not the objective end all.
Yes.
Like it's just what Connor likes and it's just what Dave likes. And they're just our preferences. There are certainly great cigars out there that I've never had. And there are certainly great cigars out there that I don't like that you will probably really love. And when I was first starting out, everybody told me like Connecticut's, like just start with Connecticut's and then work your way up the chain until you find a Maduro that you like. And I did that for like a month, and then I was like, I'm full sending it. And I walked in and I got a Liga Privada Corona Gorda, Liga 9 Corona Gorda.
Boy.
And that was like the best cigar I had had up until that point. I was like, this actually tastes like something. Like there's flavor here.
Yeah.
And
I'm not smoking cardboard anymore.
Exactly. And it's a pretty strong cigar.
Yeah, it's heavy.
For sure. But I just remember thinking like, I wish I would have started with this.
Sure.
And so when people come in and they're like, I'm a beginner, I'm not the type of person to be like, okay, smoke whatever, a crema or an accomplice or an RP. And those are your options in here. I'm like, Mil Diaz Habano, Coroneta Habano when we had them was killer. Wayfarer, Taino's a great one.
It's like the guys who come in, you can also take the context clues of what they drink.
Yeah.
For sure.
Guys that come in because they're part of bourbon groups, they come in with all these foolproof barrel picks, 120 plus. They're like, I'm really new to cigars, and they grab a Connecticut, and you're like, bro,
you're not going to taste that
Step
thing.
it up a little bit. Yeah,
you're going to out that about halfway through because you're going to fall asleep. You're going to be so bored, and it's just going to be non-additive to the pairing.
For sure.
Like we should get you something heavier, not stronger, but we can get you something heavier that you'll taste that will complement that. But if you have the palate for drinking neat barrel proof, you can handle going up
something
a little bit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I guess I just wish somebody would have sat me down and been like, find what you like. Even if that means seeing a label that looks cool in a humidor, freaking buy it.
Yeah. Come on now.
Most guys do. They look at it and it's like, oh, that looks cool.
And
I'm
it's
gonna
like,
get it.
And if you liked the cigar, take a picture of it or save the band and come back in and be like, hey, I liked this. Can you recommend something else that I would probably like?
Sure.
So don't fall into this trap of, oh, Connor said it, so it must be true. Or, oh, Tim Swanson from Cigars Daily said it, so it must be true. Like that's our opinions, that Dave's opinion, Josh's opinion, like find what you like.
Hey,
everybody's palate's different.
make it true for you.
Exactly.
Wow.
Thanks for tuning in today, everybody.
Next hat. Next hat by Creekside.
Hey, come on now.
The orange Ryan is sitting on something.
Jeez. You know what? I was going to say, I don't know if we wanted to talk about, I don't know, what do we have? 4 yet?
Yeah.
We're just kind of
just
talking.
keep cooking.
I would say maybe like the proper way to like cut and light a cigar.
Yes.
Like for beginners. Because I feel like a lot of beginners, they like, they're not used to the punch or the V cut, right? They want to go right towards what we call like the guillotine, where they just chop it off, right? I think a lot of people, you got to know the way to cut a cigar, especially if you're going to go more of that straight cut route, because you can butcher a cigar immensely by how much you cut off right off the rip, and also how much you light it, right?
And how you light it.
How you light it. So I think, I think knowing how much to cut off the crown or the head of the cigar, and the proper way to light it, which, I don't know if one of you guys want to chime in on that, but I think that is going to set your experience to that cigar and how you cut it, how you light it. Again, you don't want to cut off too much. If you guys need to
Keep it above the triple cap.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it above the cap. You don't want to take too much off again. And when you light it, you don't want to absolutely just annihilate roast it with. And I think one of the biggest things too is that's why we're all big fans of the Bic lighter. It's a soft flame, right? You're toasting the foot. You don't want to just turn that tip of it black as soon as you go to light it. You want to take your time with it and really just let it roast, get that aroma, get that smoke. And I think, again, look at it as more, I know a lot of people sometimes, and I struggle with this too, but sometimes, especially if I'm outside, I'm just like, all right, give me the torch. I'm impatient. Let me just light this sucker up and just give me something to smoke. But I think a lot of the times I need to be better at just, when I go to light it, is just be more patient, right? I want to really, toast the foot. And then even, I don't know, you kind of taught me this is, blowing the bottom of it. And really kind of getting that, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to just torch it and light it right off of the first 2 seconds of you holding your torch lighter up to it, And if you guys have anything else to add within that, you can too. But yeah, I think cutting it and lighting it will make or break your experience with that cigar.
And I don't think it. I think the differentiator with it is there's a lot of people who cut and light it a certain way from like a performative. This is the only way. If you don't toast it for 3 minutes and do this, and you have to cut it with this, like you can cut it correctly and use your finger
for sure,
and use a match or a torch or a Bic lighter. Like you can still do it correctly with any tool. You need to be able to make fire and have it not turn the outside of the cigar straight black.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to cut it without taking that bottom horizontal cap off, because then it's going to unravel.
Yeah, for sure.
And beyond that, it's like if you do it with a little more time and intention,
patience, which usually we're not.
It helps.
Patient, but yeah, you're right.
Especially those first couple puffs. If you just like flame that sucker, it's like this is
like
astringent,
and
bitter. It's like, yeah, bro, you just took like 500 degrees to the tip of that thing from a millimeter away. Or I've seen people like toast the outside of the cigar,
like
before
the actual
foot,
outside,
the wrapper.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah,
which if you've never been taught or you've never been shown,
don't do.
You're
that.
just like, I don't really want to ask, which I think is another problem.
Yes.
Period. Just a problem in cigars. Period. Is people don't feel comfortable asking these things because either A, they feel like they should know whether they're going to be seen as a noob, or they're going to catch strays from people in a lounge, from the person working in the lounge, that they don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason why we put so many things in place to make people feel comfortable.
Right.
Where it's like, can we light that for you? Can we cut that for you? Let me show you how. Is this your first time smoking? How often do you smoke? Oh, yeah. So you want to torch or this? Try and lead them into asking the question where they feel comfortable.
Yep. And that's the thing is like when people, the biggest thing, I don't care how you cut or light your cigar, really. I don't care.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you bought it.
Yeah, all I care about really is that you don't just lob the whole cap off and the whole thing unravels, and that you just light that sucker evenly. And like, because I see so many guys in here, so many dudes.
It'll be a mess. Yeah,
they'll light like the outer edge of the foot and then smoke it and then be like, this cigar is like running on me. Like only like look at all this. And I'm like, you know, it's like, yeah, like you want me to touch that up for you? And then, so just light it evenly and don't lob the whole cap off. Yeah. Those are really, and those aren't even really hard, fast rules. Those are strong recommendations. But if you want to have a good experience, those are the things that I would say. Is just.
What about? I got one more thing. What about? And again, this could be another thing of like whether you start out with mild to medium to full body cigar as your first. But what about like, should you do it on an empty stomach? Should you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys find yourself when you're smoking that you be like, man, I should have ate? Or maybe when you get to your second or third cigar, you're like, all right, I got to go get something in me. Or do you just let it rip and just, you know, smoke one off your morning coffee and you haven't ate since the night before? I don't know what you guys think about that or what people do. I don't know. I feel like I would not smoke something more medium to full body on an empty stomach because that's like nicotine and nothing on your stomach doesn't go well. I don't think. But I mean, again, some people, their stomachs are made out of steel. So I don't know. Yeah. You guys have anything for that?
If you're a beginner, you should definitely have something on your stomach. Like, for sure. Most of the time, when I come in here and smoke cigars, it's on an empty stomach. And it doesn't matter what I smoke. Like, I've just been smoking cigars for so long that it doesn't really matter at this point. But to any beginner out there, you should definitely have a water with you, and you should have a full stomach. 100%.
Yeah, I think it's better to have some type of food in you.
Yeah.
At least early on.
For sure.
Maybe you realize like, it doesn't affect me. Cool.
Right.
At least the first few times, eat a little something before.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh,
boy.
What else did I have?
I'm trying to think. I remember when I first started here, I'm not even going to, I don't know. I hope this guy doesn't watch this podcast, but I remember when I was first working here, I just remember a couple guys came in here and they were like, I said, hey, do you guys need, help with anything? You need recommendations or anything like that? And they were like, nah, like we're good. So I automatically assumed, okay, they're novices. They've been around the block a few times. They go in there and they come out with like, I forget what stick it was at the time, but it was this like super cute, like big ring gauge, like full body, like just heavy ripper. I'm like, all right, these guys smoke a lot, whatever. And, they sat over there and I remember the one dude, he was kind of taking his time on the cigar, and the other dude just flew through it. I'm like, man, all right. So like these guys know what they, know what they're doing. They smoke a lot.
Ain't his first rodeo,
bro. It must have been because this dude shot up and went straight to the bathroom and just didn't even make it. Just
boy,
tossed his cookies, blew chunks, whatever you want to call it. And it was, bro, it was bad. I look over at Noah, I was like, Noah, bro, how often does this happen? Like once a week, he's like, bro, this is probably the second time it's happened since I first worked here. But I just, I mean, you gotta make sure. I mean, and I think your boy had Skyline before he came here. So
God,
I wouldn't recommend like Skyline, a few drinks and a heavy cigar, especially if you don't smoke a lot. It is good. All of those are separate. Good, but just don't mix them together within an hour.
Ketchup and ice cream are awesome.
I would have helped my
but I ain't putting them together.
I would have helped my boy out, depending on what he just ate and how many cigars he smoked. But I don't know, I mean, just I would say try to eat something, time it up right. Don't be stupid with it. You just never know what your body's gonna push out, I guess. I don't know.
For sure.
You want to say that, but
I mean, for sure. I think it's just wise in general to have food in your stomach.
For sure.
If you're new to this, or if you haven't been doing it for that long, or you're not quite sure dialed in on how your body reacts to nicotine and when and how and all those things. But the cutting and lighting thing, I want to go back to that. Like you said, I agree with you. I think it's a big problem. That people feel uncomfortable to ask, or that people feel like they're going to be made fun of for not knowing how to cut and light a cigar. And that's like the most ironic part about cigars is the hardest part of smoking a cigar is smoking a cigar. Like it's second nature to us, but I know not to puff that thing too fast or else it's going to taste bitter. I know how to puff it often enough to keep it lit. I know how to cut and I know how to light. I don't even think about these things anymore. I just habitually do them. But there's a lot of beginners out there that just bang on their cigars and it tastes bitter and acrid, and then they're spinning because nicotine is so intense. And then there's people that relight their cigar 10, 11 times throughout a Robusto because they keep letting it go out. There's people that the cigar unravels because they cut too deep. And it's just ironic because the hardest part about smoking a cigar is smoking a cigar. It's a learned thing.
Yeah.
It's an art. I think it's an art.
Oh yeah.
Just
Philosopher Reiner.
Not all that, but I think
go there, Picasso.
I
Pop off, King.
No, I think you're right though. It's an art. I mean, I think you got to take your time with it, and you got to, I don't know, baby it a little bit. I'm not saying, I don't know, make love to it, but I'm saying you got to baby it. Take your time. I mean, I think there's so many hands that have taken part in that cigar by the time it hits those shelves in there, that I think that it deserves time, right? It deserves time and attention. And again, that's getting a little bit deeper from a beginner, but I mean, at the end of the day, relax, sit down, enjoy the people that you're with, and pay attention to it. See the notes and things you get out of it. And then let it die with dignity.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I always think that I always go back and I got to shout out Ember for it, but like a lot of people they take their cigars and they just crush it in their ashtray, and it's like people spent their time on rolling it and growing it and perfecting that, and I think that's one of the best things ever is when you're done with a cigar, just sit it there, let it die with dignity, let it go out.
It also keeps it from reeking.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You bought the cigar. You could just buy it and throw it in the trash.
Chuck it in the creek. Yeah.
Kind of weird, but you can do that. I think it's also like when the smell of someone who stamps out a lit cigar is just so putrid.
Yeah.
I'm like, just let it go out.
Yeah.
Let it go.
It'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know. Do we have more time to talk or?
Yeah, you got something?
Yeah, I do. I didn't know if we want to talk about beginners storage of humidity, like when you store cigars. I didn't know. Again, shout out Valet.
Is there a product or company you'd recommend for them to put in their humidor?
Yeah, I would. Maybe Valet, the premium packs, two-way humidity system. Whether you like it at 62, 68, 72, whatever you like, they got them. But, I think one thing that you want to know, especially for those that are like, you know what, I want to get in cigars, starting to sit on more than I can smoke. And, I want to buy, a humidor, right? I want to keep it in home. How do you, and what level do you set it at? And I think, honestly, you're probably not going to like my answer, but I think, people like their cigars at different levels, whether it's 64, 68, 72. It depends on whether you want more of a drier smoke, I guess, or more of a moister smoke. I don't even know if that's the right terminology, and please interrupt me if you want to. But I think, that to start somewhere, at least put your cigars in a humidor, right? Make sure it's out of
whatever that means.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, you're right. Because
I don't think a humidor needs to be the traditional wooden desk. That's going to be harder.
You're right.
To get the temperature correctly stable.
Thank you.
An airtight Tupperware, one of those like New Air fridge things with a better seal.
Yeah.
I would dispose of the myth that it has to be sitting in cedar.
You're right.
And I would argue for a beginner, you shouldn't get a wood humidor because you have
just harder. It's
you
more
have
work.
to season it in the winter. At least once a year, you got to reseason that thing.
You're right.
You got to.
I'm so glad you guys said that.
Ambient climate or in your room or in your house has such an effect on what's happening inside that box because it's not airtight.
When I lived in South Florida and had a desktop humidor in my living room at this apartment we lived in, I had to find a dehumidifier. It's this plastic large contraption. Took up like 10 cigars. I had to remove to fit this in here to bring the humidity down from 85% with no packs in it. Yeah. And I put packs in it and they'd absorb, but they couldn't absorb enough.
Right.
So I would have to dehumidify them because of how drafty and humid our apartment was.
Yeah.
Whereas here, that's not an issue.
No.
And I also leave a lot of them in the basement.
For sure.
In a cooler.
Yep.
And they just get packs in there and it keeps them fine. But
yep.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're right. You don't have to do your typical humidor. You can use, Tupperware. You can use a cooler. You can use, I bought a wine cooler and I'm doing that. I'm using it I don't even have it plugged in. I use it for the seal. Honestly, you use whatever you want that will hold, your proper humidity. And again, it depends on how much, at what level in percentage you want to smoke, because everybody does your humidor a little bit differently. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's one of the things I struggle with too. It's like, okay, I'm getting these cigars. I'm buying more than I'm able to smoke in a week. How can I store them and how can I properly store them, right? So I don't have to feel like hurried up and buy them and smoke them as I buy them. And I know there's people out there that can't sit on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that you brought that up though, because I don't think people really need a full professional humidor. And I never go off of the actual humidor hygrometer too. That's another thing.
No,
I always buy, Govee or maybe a digital hygrometer off of Amazon, and stick that in there, but stick a couple in there just to make sure that they're both okay. But yeah, I don't know. Those are just some things that I struggled with and wanted to know when I first got into cigars as well.
I'm Tupperware and airtight coolers till the grave.
Oh yeah, you're the boss of those.
I think you're going to be buried in a Tupperware.
Dude, I'll be buried in my 150 quart lifetime cooler in my room.
That's
where I'm going to lay down forever. Bro, bury me with my sticks.
Jeez,
I'm taking them with me.
Oh my goodness.
And in 5 years, dig me up and smoke them.
Hey,
yeah, they'll be aged nicely.
Funk.
Yo, CP funk.
They'll have some brown on the cello for sure.
Jeez,
yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's for sure. Like I wish somebody. Actually, people did try to tell me. I wish when I was a beginner, I didn't have this mentality that Tupperwares weren't cool, or that wood humidors are way cooler because it's the traditional way and all that.
Yep.
And they smell great and they look awesome on a desk and all those things. And I just remember looking at it on my desk next to my computer with my plants and my whole thing. Like it looked cool, but I was constantly worried about if the AC in my house went out or if it got really cold outside. Like you have to think about all that stuff with those wood humidors. Whereas now, you know what's on my desk? 5 Rubbermaid Brilliances with 69% packs in them stacked up. And I got a freaking cooler posted up in the corner with a bunch of 69% packs. And it's like, you know what's cool?
Yeah.
Your cigar's smoking the same every single time.
That is cool.
That's what's cool.
That is cool.
You know?
Less variables to worry about.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But again, it's all subjective. If you want a wood humidor, by all means, do it. I did it for a long time. They are cool. Objectively, they're cool. Like later down the line when I'm retired or something, I want an LE Blue, nice wood humidor just because they're cool. But practically and logistically, I think it's an easier route to go to just go airtight container.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You coming to work out with us tomorrow?
Dang.
It just popped in my head, so I got to ask you on
You're
the
going to hit me
pod.
with that?
5:30, bro.
Come on,
Oh
bro.
my
Come on.
gosh.
For the culture.
Oh, you got to hit us in the, you got to hit us with the address. Yep. In the group chat.
I closed tonight.
Dang.
And I got a long day tomorrow, but I mean, I feel like if Noah's here, he'd be saying some other words. I feel like I would be, I don't know. I want to try to make it. I want to try to make it.
It's just one day a month.
Shoot. If it's just one day a month, I should just do it.
Tomorrow.
Dude, you're gonna feel like a G.
Do I got to sign up for
tomorrow.
anything?
No.
just
I'll
show
send you
up.
the address.
Okay. I'll try to be there. I mean, isn't it it's at 5:30 downtown?
You gotta leave your house at 5:05.
Yeah.
I'll just put it this way. You'll be the only person that works here that's not going to be there.
For real? But I'm also the only person that works here that is working tonight. In closing.
2 facts, 1 couch.
But yeah, you're right. I don't know. I mean, I know everybody in here would be saying go. I haven't lifted since
Hey,
baseball.
all
in
I gotta say
college.
is I'm gonna bring the camera, so the people will see who showed up or not.
Dude, Josh, when I started working out with Ember, like it's been, well, the last 2 weeks have been weird and funky because the weather and stuff, but it's probably been what,
A month.
a month now
Okay.
of working out with Ember and Eric, who it's been awesome to get to know him, and Ember has connected us, and he's such a good dude. Ever since I started working out with them at 5 a.m, dude, the feeling that you get when walking out to your car after your workout, when other people are walking in, and when you're driving home and you get home at 6:30 and nobody else is awake yet,
And you can't get out of your car because you're too sore.
and you just accomplished the hardest part of your day,
Yeah.
that feeling is worth it alone to go.
Hey, you know what? As long as I don't die.
You
This is
won't
my
die.
first
You're
workout
not gonna
ever.
die.
So what? I mean, does he?
He'll have stations for different. There's like it's huge, so
Okay.
there'll be like rack for like lower weight, medium, heavy. Like it's awesome. It'll remind you of like workouts, being an athlete
Yeah.
in the weight room.
That's the
cutting
last
it up.
time the last time I
But you know
lifted
that
was
like camaraderie is
yeah.
fun. Like
It's worth it,
he's
100%.
not. It's not like
like screaming
he's
in
like,
your face.
"Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh
no.
my
It's
gosh.
it's your own. It's your own pace. He's gonna like have stuff to do and show you moves if you don't understand what he's asking
Okay,
for.
cool.
But I think
I think it would be
it's
cool.
worth trying once.
If I'm the only one that's not coming,
I know Matt's coming. I know Jordan's coming. Tyler's coming. Those are the part-time guys. And Noah and I are definitely going to be there.
what about BG and Wick?
Wick's out of town. I think I'll ask BG.
Yeah, I mean, I might have to.
Just for the culture.
oh yeah, I mean,
you know?
dude, to hang out with the fellas at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, you're going to see a different side of me for sure. I'm going to be like, don't talk to me. But
Jeez.
it'll be a good time.
I still see
Ready.
that.
I stay ready.
And-
We're working on a Creekside lift crew for the Discord community.
Oh, come on
We're
now.
gonna get him into Atala's like the same training program we're all doing.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to add more people to it in the app with like the daily workouts. You can do meal tracking, like all this stuff.
That would be sweet.
We're all getting right in 2026. Shout out to Coach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and have him on the podcast next week.
That'd be sweet.
You know, how do you? It's just I think it's awesome because so many people are like, oh, cigars are so bad for you. Da 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 da. It's like, yeah, we're we're going to have a culture of
cigar lifters.
of fitness.
Yeah.
Of your mind.
Yes.
Your body. It's all in, man.
Yeah.
I love that, dude. Yeah.
I'm excited to introduce people to Coach too, because big cigar guy, big coffee guy. He's ripped out of his mind.
He is a specimen, dude.
And he's just
I've seen
a
him.
great dude.
It's a giant unit.
I've never
So
worked out
everyone
with him.
stay ready for that. We're going to be announcing how you can join that in the next week or two.
I'm excited to just work out with the guy.
Yep.
I've never worked out with him.
I know.
And I've talked to him and sat down with him, and he's such like a natural leader when you're just hanging out with him outside of the weight room. I couldn't imagine how good he is at actually coaching what he does for a living.
Yeah, it'll be fun. All
might
right,
have to.
you two have 2 cigars to final thoughts and guesses. Josh, you're first.
I didn't care for it. I think it was very.
Do you have a guess?
And this is
I don't mean to cut you off. Keep
no,
going.
you're good, dude. I don't know. I honestly, I'm not really good at the whole guessing thing. It's not anything from. I'm just trying to think if I smoked it, and I've gotten that funky taste from it, and I don't think I've ever smoked a cigar and had that kind of like funk to it.
I'm
And I
so
couldn't-
interested.
and I couldn't get it past. I couldn't get it past. Like I kind of put it down. I smoked maybe half of it. I don't know, dude. It was definitely more of a medium, like full body smoke. I didn't really care for the taste right out of the bat. Thought it was going to change. Actually, the first couple puffs, I was like, okay, not bad. I got a little bit of sweetness out of it. It smoked a ton. Like I said, I smoked Connor out before even the podcast. And I still now I can't get the taste out of my mouth, and it's not the best.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would love to know what it is. I don't know if I have.
What do you think? You were talking about price point earlier, how that doesn't matter to the cigar. Where would you put this one?
It could be like a $12-15 stick, maybe.
12-15 bucks, bro.
What you mean?
No,
Like that's too much?
like
For how you're liking it.
yeah, I was just surprised
No,
that
I'm saying like it's probably like I don't care for it.
Yeah.
But it probably may be in the $12-15 range.
just
That's
how
what-
it performed
that's
and
what
how
I'm-
it
that's what
smoked.
I'm
Okay.
saying.
What
Is-
if I told you it was $50?
Oh god.
You are smoking the Davidoff Maduro.
No. No way.
Bro, that's a $50 Robusto
Oh
dog.
my. BG, bro. What the heck? See, I feel terrible.
But-
I feel terrible.
Why?
Don't feel
'Cause it's
terrible.
Why?
It's a well-known brand, a
Dude.
high-end stick.
Dude,
Hey.
that's the best part.
What was the line we had earlier? We almost ended the podcast on
Let the real or let
something about true.
let the true
it
be
needs
now.
to be true for you.
True for you. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's true for you, bro.
Yeah.
I feel terrible.
Bro, don't.
And
I get it though. I used to too.
but I think you're right. Like that funk.
Yes.
And
I'm
the
not
heaviness.
used to that. Yeah.
When he said that, I was like, is it Dominican?
Yeah.
I hope it's Dominican because, dude,
I gotta smoke the rest of it, even though I don't like it.
No,
It's a
no.
$50 stick.
You don't, bro.
That's crazy.
if you didn't like it enough to keep smoking it on the pod, don't keep smoking it off the pod. There's no point.
Okay.
Like,
That's-
just my
I-
Yeah,
opinion.
I
if
feel
you want to
terrible.
try it again,
Yeah.
it's your $50.
That's wild.
Is that Viridian?
No.
Okay. I don't have guesses, truthfully, but it was fine.
Poor CP always thinks we're setting him up to just.
Can you
take
blame me?
Take a dump on our products.
Can you blame
I
me?
thought that's what I was doing, but shoot.
God, I have trauma, bro. I have trust
No
problems.
guesses. Price point.
I will say, objectively speaking, it was incredibly clean. It performed very well. The burn was crisp. The ash was bright white. It held a very tight ash. It performed phenomenally. It didn't taste like a whole lot at all. Not saying it didn't taste like anything at all, but it was incredibly mild. Some baking spice, maybe some vanilla bean, and maybe some like tobacco raisin flavor. And I tried to retro a lot just to see if it would wake up and nothing. I don't know. From the cleanliness and the performance of it, I would say like $15. But I wouldn't smoke it again, probably.
It's 16.
Okay.
It's the Avowed New Dawn Robusto.
Oh God.
That's Joshy's cigar right there.
Bro, you don't like it?
I'm a Toro guy because I think the Robusto's a little like softer, but I don't know, bro.
God
Come on,
damn.
bro. I thought we was your boys. Ask.
You thought Weez was? I thought Dave West and I was boys,
No,
bro.
Dave West and I are boys.
Talk
That's-
about
you
feeling bad, dog.
Just, Dave West, don't watch this.
You just shit on the biggest tobacco company on the planet,
Jeez, dude. But yeah, but I'm up.
and I just went on record saying I don't
say
talk
it.
to me about feeling bad, bro. Don't talk to me about feeling bad. God, well that
blind.
sucks. But hey,
It's
I'll
blind
smoke
for
it.
a reason.
Yeah, I
I'll
can't
smoke the rest of yours, Connor.
for sure. Hey, rip that sucker.
Hey, everyone, pour a Nudon out for your boy. CK, go rip
my.
one and remind yourself how good it is.
Hey,
Jeez, Pete.
pull one out for the dead, homie.
Good.
Oh, my goodness.
True for you, baby.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, this was. Yeah, I don't know. Dude.
This is a 0 for 3.
Yeah. Yeah, Sober Mesa Brulee.
Yep.
Not just, what about it? Besides the sweet cap, what about it? Wasn't for you.
It did die with dignity. It was like just heavy
Yeah.
on the palate, like a little musty. And even through the retro, there wasn't a ton. Like the first couple lights, I was like, "Oh, this is good." It was. I'm not just saying this to like die on this hill. The like match of the sweet taste on my lips and the like it put a magnifying glass on the not so sweet taste of the smoke.
Okay.
So it felt like I had something real. It's like drinking for me, this is the thing I don't do. It's like drinking a really sweet soda with a cigar.
Yeah, I don't
It
do that
makes the
either.
cigar not taste sweet because the soda's so sweet.
Exactly.
That's kind of what was happening to me here. The cigar tasted
Yeah.
heavy, earthy, smoky. I didn't get, if there was sweetness in it, I didn't get it because my lips were so sweet that this natural smoke of the cigar could never live up to the sweetness of sugar.
Right. For sure.
Of real sugar or whatever it is on there. And even if it's not, it tasted like it was, but it is. But I can't say that with fact.
That's crazy.
So it just wasn't working. First couple puffs, I was excited, and the wrapper's beautiful on that thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, no sponsorships.
oh,
Hey,
yeah.
no
Nobody
bullshit.
tells us what to say.
Hey, 100%.
Jeez.
Promise.
100%.
I
Yeah.
promise, Creekside people.
Yeah.
We will continue to honor that.
Yeah, no doubt.
As hard as it gets, because we continue to make new friends that make awesome cigars.
Yeah.
That we want to support, that we want to introduce people to. But this is I don't want for someone who's like, man, every time Connor picks a cigar he likes, I also like it. To then be lied to, and then they go pick something up that you like, and they're like, this thing stinks.
Which is going to happen at some point.
For sure.
You know?
But I think it's better to just be honest, and then
Yes.
people are going to be like, man, whatever Josh likes, I really like. What Dave likes, I really like. What Connor likes, I generally really like. So that it kind of helps them with their buying decisions or what they want to try or what they don't want to try. Anyway, that's my rant on that. I liked this. This was CP's idea for this podcast, by the way.
That was a good one. I
Appreciate you having
I had
me.
fun
as soon
with
as I
this.
saw that come over the phone last night, I was like, oh, we're about to have fun with this.
I'm stoked that we got to have a pod together. This is our first one
first
doing together.
First
Yeah, I
one.
know.
Yeah.
The first one I did was what, like a while ago. Like my very
was a
first
while
one.
ago, yeah.
But that's when you had to get up and I had to take your spot
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We only had 3 mics.
when I was just a little buddy. with
And
my
then I
shell.
gave him the wrong cigar in his
Oh
club
my!
box. This poor man was on the spot.
I didn't
real
know what
quick.
to do. I didn't know what to do. But
Welcome.
You know what's awesome about Josh, for
Tell me.
real?
no, don't do that, dude.
That he was a legitimate customer of Creekside before working here.
Yes.
I love this place.
He was. Josh doesn't need this job by any stretch. I'm not going to put his biz on the street, but he doesn't need this job. He just loves it. He loves this place and he's passionate about this place. And he was a longtime customer. And I think we put some feelers out for maybe some part-time help at some point in time. And Josh was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And now he's such an integral part of the operation here.
That's kind of
Agree.
And
That's really kind.
I think that's awesome.
No, it's yeah. No, I appreciate you saying that, dude.
He eats, sleeps, and breathes it.
Hey, 100 Pete.
Yeah.
Hey, anytime.
He's got the hospitality
Yeah,
injection.
for sure.
Yeah,
For
It
sure.
pours out.
I appreciate that, guys.
We were,
You guys trained me, so
Dave and I were talking about some stuff the other day. and we were talking about our part-time guys in general. And Dave had said, like, that you could work, like, our part-time guys, specifically you, any of them, but I'm talking about you. Put them in any setting of job, put them in any workplace, and they're going to be awesome because they're just genuinely good dudes, and they just genuinely care.
For sure.
And I think that carries through with you when you're here, when you clock in, when you're not clocked in, when anything goes on Scoutmaster's story, Connor's story, Creekside story, Discord, it's freaking Josh Reiner 100% is just shouting the praises.
I have to. You guys,
and I love
boys.
that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Family, man. I appreciate that. I know everybody here works hard, and they're passionate about what they do, and they're great at what they do, and that's the least I can do is back them. So I appreciate it. You guys are amazing to work with. Creekside is awesome, and I can't wait to see what 2026 will do.
Hey, get in the gym and we'll figure it out.
All right, you might see me tomorrow. I don't know.
Let's go. Whew. All right. Awesome. 3 bad cigars. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, people, especially people still watching in the 82nd minute. Shout
Dang,
out.
an hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah, we cooked. And shout out to our Patreon people for supporting the channel and everything we do. Creekside live shows coming in February.
That's going to be insane.
Get ready. We'll talk to y'all soon. Until next time, go smoking good company. It's good. True for you.
Leave them better than you found them.
Peace.
Peace.